So as requested, I'm going to give you approximately a 5-minute ab workout. It's safe for your back. It will be helpful with core strength as well as pelvic floor stability, which is really where it all begins. Okay, so here we go. You're going to start lying on your back. Your knees are bent. Your feet are flat on the floor. And the inner edges of the feet are touching. Make sure that the shoulders are back. The back of the neck is lengthened. You're going to start by just engaging the abdominals consciously. You're going to lift the pelvic floor actively up toward the belly button. Draw the belly button in toward the spine. And then connect through the front ribs. So you should feel the upper abdominals engaging. When you take the arms back and around, those upper abdominals, there's a reformer in my way, should stay engaged. That's how you know that they're on. Those front ribs don't start to flare up. So the spine and pelvis are going to be neutral. You could set a little cup of tea down on the pelvis and it wouldn't spill in either direction. You're not imprinted. You have some space between your lumbar spine and the floor underneath you. So on an inhale, you're going to rotate your right knee out to the right side. And on an exhale, the lower belly and the inner right thigh are going to draw that right knee back to center. Inhale, you're going to open the left knee out to the left side. And then exhale, draw the left knee back to center. You're going to keep going like this. You're going to do 10 on each side. You want to make sure that you have a range of motion where the opposite hip doesn't lift up off of the mat. So you're not trying to take that knee very far over. That's not the goal here. The goal is pelvic stability. All right, so next, everything stays the same. Check in with the abdominals, check in with the pelvic floor. On an exhale, you're going to float the right knee up to tabletop. And on an inhale, you're going to bring the right foot gently back down to the mat. On an exhale, float the left knee up to tabletop. And then inhale, bring the left knee back down. Shoulders are back. You're moving on the breath. And you want to make sure, again, that that pelvis isn't going anywhere, that the back isn't arching. You're going to think of floating the knee out of the hip so that the hip flexor isn't doing all of the work. You're going to do 10 sets total, so 10 on each side. All right, from here, you need to have a smooth surface underneath you. So I'm going to roll up my sticky mat a little bit. Feet can be hip distance apart or they can be together. It doesn't matter. It's whatever is most comfortable for you. You're going to work in neutral. If you find that you have to come to imprint by engaging the obliques and lengthening the lumbar spine toward the floor for a little bit more stability, you can do that. On your next inhale, you're going to slide the right foot out. And as you inhale, you're going to drag the right foot in. Exhale, slide the left foot out. And then inhale, drag the left foot in. So on the way out, you want to make sure that the front of the hip flexor, isn't working. And on the way in, it's going to work a little bit, but you want to feel the hamstring as well. So if the lower back begins to arch, you know that you've gone too far. And instead of straightening the leg all the way, you'll keep a slight bend to the knee as you take the leg out. You want to concentrate on the abdominal strength and on the pelvic stability. So as long as that pelvic floor is engaged, front ribs are drawn in, navel's drawn toward the spine, the back should be good. You shouldn't be arching. All right, so you're going to do 10 of those as well, 10 on each side, 10 sets total. Then if you have time, you can turn onto your side. You're going to bend your knees, and you're in a clamshell position here. So my heels are in line with my hips. You're going to lift that bottom waist up a little bit so that if you were to look underneath, you could see a little bit of light shining through. Abdominals are pulled in, pelvic floor is on. On an exhale, you're just going to rotate the left or the top knee open, and then inhale to bring it back. Exhale to open, the heels stay together, and then inhale to close. So same thing, you're going to do 10 of these on each side. Again, the range of motion will stop as soon as you feel that pelvis starting to roll back. You want to make sure both hip bones continue to point forward. Hip flexors stay as soft as they can. You're working your outer thighs and your core. All right, so that sums up your 5-minute ab routine. Let me know if you have any questions, and good luck.